Using Cody as his ability to reroll seizing, I'm going to attempt to seize the initiative. That's definitely not a seize. One more chance. One more chance. That's it. I'm just no luck here. That's awful. Okay. Turn 1. Okay, this round wasn't too much action, so I forgot to record the action. But they moved and ran up 5 inches, moved and ran 1, moved and ran 3, was it?
Yep.
These guys shot all their snipers. Actually, the sergeant got a rend on that vehicle, but only rolled a total of a 10, and he needed 11, so nothing happened there.
Yeah, 1 away from getting the glance, 2 away from a pin.
Indeed. Vindicare, making this guy shaking his boots a little bit.
Yeah, tried to use the shield breaker round.
Which actually hit on a 2 easily, but then only rolled a 2 to wound, and everything's 4 to wound except for the Hellfire round, so...
Yep.
Dread Knight is okay for now, so that's pretty much it.
Hey, if I can get him tied up in melee and get rid of his emblem save, he's mine.
Yep. So going to turn 1, or bottom of 1. Okay. All these just kind of moved around a little bit here. Moved forward. These guys jumped in front. Interceptor moved up about 7 or 8. Dread Knight moved up. Got Warp Quake off here. Warp Quake off there. And Cody has cast Prescience on that squad so that they can twin link their guns. You know, both of them they'll be shooting. Okay, so this Dread Knight here fires his Torrent Flamer and the Psy Cannon. 2 with the Flamer dead, 1 with the Psy Cannon dead. So there's 2 of that squad left. Alright, next one fires his. I got both of the scouts with the Flamer, and I did 2 wounds to the Paladins. Wow.
Rend?
No, he actually saved the Rend. I thought I almost killed a Paladin. I clipped 2 Paladins with the Flamer, did 2 wounds, he saved those. And then the Psy Cannon Blast actually did a Rend and a wound, but he saved one of them, so he took 1 wound on a Paladin there. Alright, this unit right here inside fired the Psy Cannon into there and a Stormbolter into there, and actually finished off that Paladin that was wounded, so that was kind of weird. Stormbolter fired as well, did nothing. Right over here, all 4 Razorbacks fired their twin-linked Strength 6 heavy bolters into that Vindicare. He made all 10 saves. The dick. Alright, so going to last little bit of shooting. Alright, I just fired all these. I did 6 wounds and 2 Rends. Made all 6 of his armor saves and passed 1 of his Rends, so I only did 1 wound over there. Alright, Cyphelman Dread, hoping for an instant death. 4 wounds into that squad. Made all 4. So he just made 4, 10, 20, 2+ saves in a row. Hopefully next turn his odds will fall apart a little bit and I can catch up a little.
And only lost 2 wounds from Rends out of like 4 or 5.
Yeah, I actually got really lucky with my Rends and then they did nothing, so. Oh, the only thing left I almost forgot. I got my Vindicare Assassin. Alright, Vindicare here. Shield Breaker around the Drago, hoping for the best. I got a hit on a 2, wound on a 4. He has to fail his lookout and then fail his Storm Shield, right? So what has to happen here? Not likely. Oh my gosh, I actually hit. I didn't wound. Nice and uneventful there.
Both our Vindicare Assassins love hitting but not wounding today.
Indeed. Alright, so that's pretty much it for my turn. No leadership tests required. And going to turn 2. You want to roll for your reserves really quick?
Yeah, I'm also going to cast Color Drago's rule to give +1 to my reserve roll. Pass. So I need a 2 up to bring Lysander in. I didn't need it. Anything.
Alright. Lysander and his buddies trying to deep strike right here. There's a 12-inch mark for my Warp Quake. So good luck. Oh,
good direction.
Away from me.
9 inches, ouch.
Oh, that could have been horrible if the arrow was the other way. Okay.
Right. Hey, I'll take it. Well,
over here, move these forward, which pretty much tells me he's not going to be camping on his objectives, which means he's going full out 100% for blood for my objective. So changes my strategy a little bit.
Yeah, unfortunately, Paladins, if you camp, you pretty much die. You want to get to combat to live and kill.
Indeed. So these moved up 6. How far did these move up? Full 6?
Yeah, everything moved up 6.
Moved up 6. As you saw, they deep struck scattered over there and getting ready to go shooting. Again, Vindicare shoots at him with Shield Breaker, fails to wound even with the reroll on a 1. This unit right here fires into that. Only had 3 Stormbolters in range. Made my save. I think I only had 1 there. and this squad ran to spread out. Okay, this unit right here fires into him, does 3 wounds. I save them all. And last thing of the turn, these guys here unloaded into my interceptors and killed the closest 2. I think I had like 4 saves and a rend. So
3 saves in a rend.
3 saves in a rend, yeah. I lost 2 total from that. So, alright, going to bottom of 2. So, after some tough thinking and strategic sessions with my war council, I decided to back up for one more turn. I wanted to pounce, but I don't think I've done enough damage yet after he made 22 plus saves in a row last turn. So I think I'm going to take one more turn of shooting and hope it's not too late because he's already on my objective. So back this up a little bit to stop them. Granted, if they get lucky, they could get to the Vindicator, but it's not super likely. But they can scare the shit out of him. Those could probably also just kill him. So backed all these up, you know, trying to protect at least one of my objectives. Backed all these up, backed all these up. I think this Dreadnought's the only thing that actually moved forward. So they've got prescience this turn. These guys are just chilling, you know, doing their thing. I wanted to get in there with those guys, but those hammers and that could still like instant kill me with their force weapons. So I don't trust that he won't make all his invulnerable saves. So pretty much it for the movement. Going on to shooting. All right, Dreadnought fired. 3 6s and a 2. So I did 4 wounds. And he actually failed 1. So instant death on a paladin. All right, this guy fired. 4 wounds. Saved them all. My blast scattered way off to nowhere. This one. 4 wounds and 3 wounds, but no rends with the blast. And he actually failed 3 saves out of those 7. It was weird, so I killed the damaged one and another one. So knocked out 3 paladins so far this turn. So off to a good start. Alright, this unit here fired 1 rend and 1 wound from side cannons, and then 6 wounds from regular guns. And he actually failed 2, so he lost another paladin there, so he's down to 2. And going on shooting with all the Razorbacks. Alright, this here fires in. Kills. I just chose the Hellfire round, AP1, kill a Lightning Claw guy instead of doing nothing for another turn. So, got him. 3 heavy bolter shots, 2 wounds, saved them both. Alright, so fired all 3 of these into Terminators, killed 1. And then fired my Psy Cannon into them and did nothing, right? I did a rend and he saved it, so I killed 2 Terminators over there this turn. And I killed a few paladins, which was really the big thing. So, yeah, 2 from that squad, 3 from that squad, and 1 from that squad.
All right. From our game so far, we pretty much decided the paladins are nice and all, but just for mass firepower, the squads are too small at the moment.
Yeah, especially since I actually have so many of these heavy bolters and these guys that can stand back and shoot a little bit.
Then it's a lot easier for you to wound me back because you're also playing Grey Knights. So you have the Cyborg ammunition heavy bolters.
Yeah. Yeah, and the Cyphelman Dreads are really convenient.
If you didn't have the Cyborg ammunition, half of your wounds wouldn't have gone through, and it wouldn't have been insta-kill by Dreadnought.
Yeah.
So it's just more or less conditioned here, so we're just going to play test more and see what happens. Probably won't change the list so far unless I take out Lysander and switch out for Dark Angels.
Yeah, we were talking about maybe Belial with them, because they can actually split fire and have guns and everything with the Thunderhammer Storm Shields.
That and a cheaper Scout Squad in the new Dark Angel book.
Indeed.
Yeah, it's a good play test for Origins, though.
Indeed. So let's maybe bottom of 3 now, right? Or top of 3. Top of 3. Yeah. Alright, Lysander's unit runs instead of trying to charge the assassin. Drago's unit here did like 10 wounds or something to my Vindicare, and he's all kinds of dead right now. So his Vindicare exploded my Razorback, which killed 2 of the warrior acolytes inside. So I got to figure out a way to kill that Vindicare. He'll kill a vehicle every turn. So
yeah, I greatly underestimated his range. Once I realized it was 36 and measured it, holy crap, there's a lot of stuff in range.
Yeah, so I mean, my guy had no good targets with no vehicles. He has easy pickings. So what fire? These fire right here, and they just did like 4 penetrating hits and wrecked that Rhino. So I'm getting ready to get them out. Alright, last unit here fires into the Interceptors. He really doesn't like them. Did 1 rend and 3 wounds. Saved the 3 wounds. 1 dies from a rend.
I shot the Interceptors down there instead of the ones that just blew out of the Rhino, because only 1, maybe 2 guys can actually see him over here. So I'm losing a Psy Cannon no matter what I do.
Right, and I'd get cover, so I might have even made that guy that got rended. So instead of losing 1 here, I might have lost none. So pretty much it, going to bottom of 3. Alright, so jump these guys up 12 inches. I'm going to go all out here. I hope I make it with that shooting there, and this guy too, to try to wipe them out. Both Dread Knights ran up to get take a dangerous with this gray one here. He is good. So I'm hoping to get one in combat, just shoot with the other one. These guys backed up, and they're going to try to, if they're lucky, maybe kill one or two Terminators, do a wound or two on, Lysander. Maybe just kill one and do a wound. Oh, my Razorbacks backed up. They're still in range of a charge if he gets a decent roll, so I'm kind of worried there. But that's all I got going to the shooting. Alright, this fires into Paladins. He saved all 3 wounds from instant death. These all fired. Did 2 wounds, right? Yeah, and they did a bunch of wounds, like 8 or 9 or something, but he's failed 2, so it actually did kill 1. Both of these fired into there. Both of them hit with 3 of them with the flamers. The blast hit like 2 to 3 of them. Did a bunch of wounds. He failed a total of 2, so he lost 1 Paladin. Alright, so pretty good shooting right here. No Rens, or 1 Ren, but he saved it. The rest of the wounds actually killed a Terminator and did 2 wounds on Lysander, which is pretty boss. So, getting ready to shoot all the heavy bolters.
I'm winning almost everything today.
Yeah, I did really good with all 3 of these right here. Did 9 wounds with 9 shots, and he saved all of them, though, so whatever. I guess he's got leadership on all 3 units here that I fired at, and then we'll go into the assault phase. Alright, tried to assault with both Dread Knights. He failed the charge, but he overwatched him, didn't do anything. This guy made it in, and the halberd didn't hit him at all with his 2 attacks, and I hit and wound with all 5 attacks, and I easily killed both of them with strength 10. So
you only had to use the sword to reroll one of them.
Yeah, I rolled amazing. It was like all 5s and 6s. So finished off that guy, but he fell back, so I'm going to try to hit him, but he's a little bit far away, so we'll see. This guy had fallen back last turn, so I was out of range with these guys. He's moved forward. He's getting ready to beat the shit out of me.
I forgot the 3-inch move for Marines.
No, yeah, he just gets to get way the fuck up there. These guys here move forward, the pyramid of Drago. They're just going to keep murdering these guys probably because they're troops. They walked forward, and so that's pretty much it for the movement. Right now, Vindicare is firing into my Dreadnought that just walked into his range like an idiot. He's got a penetrating hit with a result of 15 right now. I got a 5-up cover save from my Dread Knight. Go, Dread Knight shield. Nope. Oh no! It sliced the Dread Knight in half and hit the Dreadnought. Alright, you want to go ahead and see if that kills the Dreadnought too?
Result +2. It's only 3, so cannot move or shoot and loses a whole point.
Whew, could have been a lot worse. Alright, that one guy charged here, killed 1 guy, and then my warding save got to take the other one. And then everything did nothing except for my very last attack, which was my hammer, which instant killed him. So I got a 6 on my consolidate there. And, and Lysander didn't make his charge distance. He needed a pretty good number there. So.
And for anyone who asks why I charged an infantry squad instead of the Dread Knight only have 1 in 6 chance of actually wounding. Maybe 2 in 6 if I hit with both my attacks.
And I get my 2+ save. These guys don't get shit. Yeah.
Over there, I'm actually denying him objective by time up in combat. Unfortunately, it didn't work that way.
Yeah. It was a good shot, though. So that's pretty much it, going to bottom of 4. Alright, so this round, jumped him up here, jumped this guy over here, got them up here. Didn't even have to use my shunt yet. I was kind of thinking I would have to. And pretty much backed everything else up. Okay, so this guy's hiding on that objective. Cody has jumped in here, prescience on them, shot up that unit, actually killed all the Terminators with Lysander, and I tried to charge him. I was like, I'll take you, Lysander, let's do this. And I failed my charge with a 3, so that was great. These both shot into Drago's unit, did nothing. And both of these actually did quite a bit of damage into here. He felt a lot of saves, so 3 wounds on Drago, 1 wound on the guy behind him.
Yeah, the moral of this round is don't roll so many ones you can't handle it. I think I rolled like 6 or 7 ones this round.
Yeah, it was a lot. Yep, and I did try to shoot his assassin with this. No hits with my twin links on my snapshots from being stunned, and I failed my fortitude. These guys all fired. I did a bunch of wounds to him. 5 wounds. He made all of them. He made 4 saves, 3 of them on a 6, on his 4-up, and then the last one he actually failed and made his 6-up feel no pain. So his assassin apparently isn't going anywhere, but mine just rolls over and dies. So that's pretty much it. Are we calling it here? Do you want to keep going?
I have to go now. So
okay.
That's unfortunately time. I love to get up here and contest that. No, nothing would really happen over there. Essentially, what we're going to have at the end of the game is mosh pit. You're probably going to be controlling these 2 objectives. I can't really do a thing about either one.
Yeah, but pretty much best case scenario for me, if everything happened the way I want it from here on out, this unit would get beat up pretty bad from Drago. They'd probably die, and then I could just hopefully contest this on the last turn so that you know, I could kill a lot of paladins, but I don't think I'd ever wipe that squad out. So I could hopefully contest it. Best case scenario for me. And best case scenario, I'd kill Lysander with all these guns and that before he completely kills everything here, and I can control this one. I have this one, and then I have this one up here. Worst case scenario for me, they're still fine, but he overruns that and manages to control it, and he overruns that, so I'd still have 2 objectives to 1. So, any thoughts about the game really quick before you head out?
Mainly just for an Origins list, I like it that you have to shoot almost your entire army at me, and then you do have an advantage over me because of all the cyber ammunition coming at me.
Mm-hmm.
The issue I found with my list is that the squad sizes are a bit too small for my liking. If I lose a couple models, I'm going to be basically out of my assaults. I'm not going to be able to deal with too many things as the game goes on. That and I really like that the full Paladin squads are 10, expensive as heck, but they get 4 Psy Cannons.
They're really hard to deal with.
Otherwise, I mainly just gotta say I like the Vindicator Assassin. Still think he's overcosted, but getting rid of the vehicles right off the bat really helps out a lot.
Yeah, he controlled a lot of the board too. I couldn't do much over there. I was really worried about those Dread Knights, but I think that honestly, both guns on the Dread Knights was actually worth it. They did a lot of damage, the high strength, even when I didn't rend. And I think the big thing though that helps this army out is mobility. Like I can stand back and shoot 24 inches, and then I have the 12-inch range. I can get into whatever combat I want. I didn't even have to use a shunt yet, which could really
the huge downfall of this list is I move like a turtle.
Yeah.
Most armies, people aren't that experienced. They actually charge into the paladins, so it's not an issue. When you get someone experienced like the guys in our group, they'll just keep staying back to where you can't do a dang thing about it.
Right.
So that's why we don't run paladins too often in our group, because people can counteract them pretty easily.
Right. Another thing that really hurt this game too was the deployment type. If it was like pitched battle, it'd be a different story too. I definitely would have had to burn my shunts on turn 3. So.
Right.
All right. So that's it. Thanks a lot for the game, man.
Thank you for the game, man.
Yeah.